How everybody doing? Yeah, I just like to discuss how things are with me and my wife, and what the situation is, and what we are doing about it. And and I like your opinions and why you're viewing it. And I would appreciate your comments, your opinions and everything. Right now, me and my wife, she's separated. Well, again, but she gone for 2 weeks, and she's staying at her mom's house. So she expects me to like that everything will be all right. She just takes off and leaves everything there here with me to be responsible for. Which I ain't never left her. So, but the thing is too, like I just got a brain injury back in February. I was in there for about a month in the hospital, and then dealing with that still. Which she promised me, and she told me all this stuff about being here for me, and going and helping me and everything. But I mean, this ain't the first time she left, and it's like, and she took the car with her, and then there was like the other car we have, the transmission was going out, so I had to put it in the shop, and then like there was no help at all from her. I mean, I asked her for a ride here and there, but nothing. But anyway, I mean, regardless, I've been so in love with that girl, and I've always showed it and proved to her. But like she hadn't really proven all that to me or nothing like that at all, because she thinks it's okay to like to go ahead and leave, and then making an excuse that for whatever, because she goes straight to her mom's, and she forgets all the responsibilities she has, and and don't help or even nothing about it. And then she thinks like the car is hers, stays hers, like she ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just hers, and that's it. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, like the brain injury, I deal with just almost every day. I mean, sometimes it's I'm in all right, and sometimes I'm not really. And it's like just the days and stuff. But they already told me that I'll probably end up spending the rest of my life like this, with all with all the medications I'm taking, and I mean, I hate it, especially I mean being on epilepsy medication, seizure medication, and then I mean, and having to deal with it going out in public. Well, when I'm having bad days and just everything ain't working right, my body, everything's messed up on me, and I still got specialists to go see, audiologist, an ENT specialist. Then I got to go back to the neurologist in October again to see how I'm doing. And I'm still waiting on to go through the DARS program to get some of my speaking abilities back and my other abilities and stuff like that. And it's hard doing it by myself. I do. I do. I'm so in love with my wife and everything. It's just I don't know what she thinks sometimes. But I mean, when I was married to my ex-wife, I used to take off all the time, and into my things that I was doing. And I mean, she became real responsible and real parent to the kids and everything like that. Where she got full custody of me, and we ended up getting divorced. She divorced me. I didn't ever ask for anything either. Whenever she divorced me, and then she kept everything we had. She kept the house and everything, which she was paid for, and then ended up selling back to my parents. And then, but it's all right though. I mean, I never asked for nothing when we got divorced. Nothing. I didn't. I didn't deserve. I needed it at all. But anyway, now I'm living the other side now, and it's like, yeah, I mean, when you're married or been, anything like that, you don't. Every time you get into an argument or anything like that, you don't just go run to your mom's and start staying there. And, so I don't know where anybody can get that stuff from. That's not what you do. You don't do stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm just making something. But every time that's what she does. I mean, it's like she leaves all her responsibilities here with me, and he goes runs over there and don't expect to do nothing. And her mom just says okay. And I mean, her mom got no choice, but that's her daughter. I mean, I understand that, but But anyway, I mean, yeah. So I mean, like when I was in the hospital, I mean, she told me that she even told me, cause I didn't even know what I was in there for. So she told me what happened, and she told me how sorry she was, and she was hurting, and she was so in love with me. She felt bad for and everything, and she was gonna always be there for me regardless, and all the promises and everything she was telling me. I mean, I still didn't get, like real upset or real mad, or knowing it was had to do with her that I got injured. So it's like I didn't leave her or nothing. Even when I got released from the hospital finally, I was glad to see her. And then there was even lies there too, when I was in there and stuff, and it's like, and that's what love's all about, though. I mean, about being there for your wife and being there for your husband too. But I'm just so in love with her. I wish she would realize that. And I mean, if you can't see it, then I don't know what is. I mean, here I am going through all this stuff and having to live my life with it, and having to deal with it all by myself now. So I mean, here I am here for you and everything too. And so there's no way you can say that I don't love you, because this house and everything like this is ours. Everything we have is our everything we earned was our everything we made in the 3 years we've been together. It's ours, not just mine, not just yours. It's ours. And here we are. Got a house right here and everything. Got to build our own bills and our own responsibilities. That's how you get older in life. Anyway, you start being more responsible about stuff and being more truthful and everything. And then, but like I said, me having to deal with this is hard, because there was a few days where when cause my car I had to put in the other car put in the shop because the transmission was going out. So I didn't have a vehicle, and my parents, they're gone out of town. But it's not their responsibility anyways. It's between me and my wife. So I mean, I didn't have a right to meet up with my attorney over something, and then I have a right to go to the Social Security Disabilities psychologist they sent me to, and that's the last part of Social Security Disabilities that I have right there, just to do that. And when I let my wife know all about that, and she blew me off, then again, I know she's seen the tape, you can tell, and then she just didn't help me or nothing. I mean, so, and I really needed to go. So I mean, that's why I'm filming stuff now, so I can just show everybody and let everybody know, what's going on, and then that way they can tell us, they can put their views in or their comments in, and tell us what's going on, how they feel, how all the viewers feel about things. But yeah, I am in love with my wife, and I mean, I didn't leave her. Even the lies she told me too when I got out of the hospital, I ended up having to get us both out of jail. I mean, mine was not mine wasn't that bad. Plus, it's something that had not even come up yet because I didn't do it. I hadn't been there. And then the thing with hers is I had to pay $1,200 to get her out, and I had no problem doing it, even though I found out she lied to me about uh, doing that, the charge or whatever, and I still was there. I still wanted to get her out, and I was finding out right then and there on the way to go get her. I didn't change my mind, and then like all the problems we have. I mean, yeah, okay, we have problems. Okay, that don't mean to change everything. Let me just be there for each other more. Be there, make sure everything's all right with each other. And I gotta deal with all this stuff. And some days it's all right. Some days I'm real bad. It's like really, and then this just makes it even more frustrating and everything. And my brain damage. I mean, it sucks. It really does. I mean, just being alone. I mean, here doing everything my own. And knowing you have a wife, and knowing she promised you all kind of things, everything to be here and everything like that. So there's no excuse I don't see. And sometimes I forget to take my medication. I'm glad my daughter calls me a lot too. She tells me too. But there's so much. I mean, there's so much into all this. I mean, it's not. I love her. This is our house. This is our marriage and everything. We got married 2 weeks before I ended up in the hospital too. I mean, yeah, y'all can make y'all comments and y'all let me know what's going on once y'all see this, okay? Let me know what I'm supposed to do or what should I do or how y'all feel about things.